Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined by Christine.
And I'm going to show him around the most iconic street food area.
And she is the expert today. I am actually the novice because I actually don't know that much about Pampanga food. So I'm gonna hopefully learn a lot from you today.
Hopefully. Let's see. Do you eat chicken heads?
I eat everything.
Okay, good. Let's do this.
Since you can remember, culture here was always about food, like even since you were a kid, right?
I think I was in elementary school was the earliest memory I have. And that's something because we're not allowed to eat street foods when I was young, when I was a kid. But back then, they were like literally on the streets. But of course, it's getting in the way of traffic. So they had to put them somewhere neat. So they found this square to organize the stalls in, which is better. They call it Totobits, and it means Totobitis. In Kapampangan, it means dangling feet. Because in the past, they would have this high stalls where you would eat and then your feet will be dangling off of it.
Okay.
So that's what the word means. And then like, informally, that's what they started calling anywhere with street food, Totobits. Paghatiin mo ng dalawa yung ulo, tas tig-isa nung neck, nung isaw, saka nung dalawa ng pugo. So we're waiting for chicken heads and necks and intestines. So it's the part of the chicken that non-Filipinos don't usually eat.
I actually have never tried chicken head before in the Philippines. Oh wow, this is looking really good.
That's it.
Should we put some vinegar on this?
Yeah. So you have options. There's gravy, sweet sauce, spicy sauce, and vinegar. I always usually go with this vinegar.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, vinegar is always the best. So how do we do it? You're just like...
It's a pitcher, so you just...
Pour this. How much is normal? Tell me when. Because you're the expert.
However much you want. Like I do it halfway so that I don't also waste too much.
Okay, that's like
that's
maybe halfway.
Yeah. Maybe that much is okay with me.
I'm gonna have to learn. Oh yeah, we do the same. So the vinegar actually gets really warmed up.
So what are we going to eat first? The head?
The isaw.
The isaw is easier.
It's on the top. I had some isaw the other day and I was a little bit like put off by it because like I don't know if they cleaned it properly.
Oh yeah. If they don't clean it properly, it's like bitter.
Yeah.
But have you tried isaw that came from like pork? Pork intestines, yeah.
No. Is this the pork one or chicken one?
This is the chicken one. But some vendors also sell the pork.
Oh yeah, I've tried that in Hong Kong. I never tried that in the Philippines.
What's the weirdest you've had? Anywhere?
The weirdest food I've ever had is probably, I mean, balut is up there, but it's still not the weirdest. Maybe chicken, no, not chicken. I think cow penis.
Oh, cow penis.
I mean, that's pretty weird too.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. Mine is like a tarantula. A spider. I had it in Cambodia.
Oh yeah, nice.
So the thing is, whether you eat it or just take a photo, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
So either way you're paying, why not just eat it, right?
Oh wait, what are we on now? Is this the chicken head?
Yeah, that's the head. They split it in two. The brain is somewhere in there.
It's all deep fried into
it's deep fried.
Chicken goodness head. Can we eat the whole thing?
You can eat the entire thing, yeah.
The whole entire thing,
Yeah.
okay. 1, 2, 3.
Cheers.
The brain, it really has a lot of flavor.
Yeah. It really does taste like just chicken.
So yeah, sometimes with chicken head, if the bones are like deep fried, you can actually eat the whole entire thing. Brain itself, it's just got this nice creaminess to it.
Yeah, it is. Like it's not weird if you don't look at it.
Yeah, if you don't think about it, actually you can't even make out that it's a head. Oh yeah, this is the
quail eggs, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I really want to know why they call it quick. What's the meaning of quick? The quail egg.
I'm born and bred in the Philippines, but I don't really know.
You don't know why it's called quick?
I've been asking everyone, but no one gives me a clear answer. That's just that.
We know why they call the Adidas
the three stripes,
Yeah, the three stripes. So every street food in Philippines has got like a nickname, basically.
Yeah.
So isaw, what does isaw mean?
Is the chicken intestines.
And that's the exact translation?
Isaw, yeah. That's the exact translation, of isaw.
But quick does not mean quail or does not
it's not even a real word.
Okay, so someone just came up with that.
Yeah. But I don't know if someone's watching and they know the history of that. I mean, please tell us.
What kind of things do they put inside this red mystery dough?
It's flour and then annatto powder. Some of them put baking powder so that it fries up real crunchy.
Okay.
But that's that. It's a simple batter. They put the orange thing because it's just traditional. It's like more appetizing. And then this is the neck. They also chop it into smaller pieces.
But you cannot eat the whole neck though.
Yeah.
Kind of very small pieces of meat.
The spinal cord is in there.
The breading always gets so soggy inside the vinegar. My favorite out of all these would have to be the chicken head.
The chicken head is really good. Like the brain is very, like as you said, it's creamy and it's very like chickeny. Like it's not really bad if you don't think that it's a head of an animal.
It's got an amazing crunch for real. Like that chicken brain, like.
I like it better fried because some people grill it and you can still really see the eyes and stuff.
Yeah, you can't like chew the bone part though if they grill it. You can only like get a little bit of the
eat around it.
Yeah, that's not as fun.
If you fry it, it's better.
Yeah, no, definitely. And is that the isaw of the pork?
No, that's calamari.
Do people ever just drink the vinegar like this? Just
yeah, they do.
Because I like to do that.
We do that too. That's why they put it in pitchers. Because it's basically like a drink. This is the vinegar.
So I'm gonna try this vinegar.
Yep. Good, right?
Oh, very salty vinegar. It's like, okay.
Because the taste of everything you dipped in there is already in the vinegar, so.
Yeah, it really reminds me of like vinegar potato chips.
Oh yeah.
That's the exact flavor of this.
We're going to eat some brains and bone marrows and eyes of a cow. So I hope you guys are ready.
I'm ready, let's go.
Yeah, tsaka bone marrow. May bone marrow yun. Assembling the stuff.
So we got some noodles and cabbage, and these are egg noodles, right?
Yeah, egg noodles too.
And so, what's your favorite kind of noodles in the Philippines? I know these are originally like Chinese. But
There's a lot of, most of the noodle dishes we have here are Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese inspired.
Yeah.
Just as Filipino as they are Chinese, I would say.
Yeah. Well, because the Filipino and the Chinese have been together way before all the World War II drama.
Yeah.
So a lot of the tradition has like coexisted. But yeah, mani is like the Chinese egg noodles with soup, and that's what we're having right now.
And so it's traditional to blow flame on the bone marrow. It gives it more flavor, or what does it do?
The bone marrow actually just became a thing later on. But in the past, it would just be like either beef, egg, and the innards of either pork or beef. They're quite neat when they prepare the food, you can see.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel safer.
The other stand had a lot of famous people eat there, but you like this one better just because it's like your go-to stand.
Yeah. I've covered this like 2 years back. I already did a video in this stall too, and I liked them back then. I'm sure I'm gonna like them still right now. Yeah. Lugaw is like congee in the Philippines, but then when you add like innards, like intestines, like the brains and all, they call it goto.
Okay, goto. Okay.
Yeah, but just like the plain rice porridge, you would call it lugaw. But when you put the intestines and all of that, you call it goto.
I was thinking that they were calling it go-to, like it's my go-to.
Oh no, really it's like goto. It's like a local term. That's fat, the white one on the side, and then that's the brains. Ano yung nandito ate? Yung mata, the eyes. They chopped up the eyes. It's over here.
The eyes, the brain, and then we got the bone marrow.
Yeah, and this is beef fat.
Is this good for any like health benefits or anything? Does this have like health benefits for us?
No.
Okay.
Take it in moderation. You definitely don't eat it every day.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to make sure you don't have any heart health problems before you eat this. It's very fatty.
But the fat is actually not that bad for us.
Like fat is not bad if you don't consume a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
But if you consume a lot of sugar and you eat fat too, then the fat gets deposited in your veins, right?
True.
So, but if you're that person who doesn't eat a lot of sugar, then this could be good for you.
I avoid sugar, but you know, on the day of getting halo, maybe
you're gonna get it.
Yeah. That's gonna give me diabetes.
This one is with noodles, not with a congee. So mami.
That is really good soup.
Yeah.
So it's very savory. It's got that umami.
Yeah.
Almost Japanese ramen flavor.
Yeah, almost. It's like, but it's light. It's a light broth.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, it just reminds me of downtown Tokyo. I'm having a bowl of ramen.
Yeah.
It's a classic flavor. Is that partially like what it's inspired from? A little bit of Japanese cooking for this soup?
Not intentionally, but it has the same vibe.
Okay.
You're having the bone marrow?
Yeah, I'll try the bone marrow.
It tastes a lot better with calamansi.
Perfect. So how much calamansi should I do?
Half of it, maybe.
Okay, so half calamansi. Do you also eat the calamansi seed as well, or
I
try
don't.
not to? Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Really sour. I just love calamansi.
It cuts through the fat really
Yeah.
good, so it doesn't feel as greasy when you put the citrus on it.
It's a skill to get off all the bone marrow.
Yeah, it tastes real good.
Okay, so squeeze a little bit of calamansi on there.
Yep,
You got all of it already? I
Yeah.
feel like I just started.
that's because I'm the expert.
Yeah. Okay,
Done.
well, it's like not as much bone marrow as I would have thought, but
Yeah.
it's really good. So what region of Philippines does this dish come from?
It's actually all over. It's not native to like a certain place. It's everywhere, and then every place would have their own version of how overload they want to make it. Next, you want to try the brains.
Okay, the brains. I don't know what they look like.
It actually has the swirls of the brain.
This is the full-on brain, you guys. It's very jiggly.
Brains. It's very creamy.
The brain is just like more of a custardy kind of
Yeah.
texture. It's like Jello a little bit.
Yeah.
Jello-y.
Savory, meaty jello.
What made it so popular for egg noodles in the Philippines?
Because it's easy. It's easy and it's cheap. And you can prepare it anywhere, especially in the streets.
Some people explain calamansi as like a lemon meets a lime, but I feel like it's more of like a orange meets a lemon.
Yeah, it is. I heard someone call it Spanish mandarin.
I love the texture of the egg noodles for real. Like they're always nice to have.
They're not overcooked or anything.
Egg noodles are always like firm. They don't really get soggy as much as rice noodles.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the eyeball or is this the fatty
That's the
part?
fat.
That is where all the flavor is.
Yeah, that's true. Are you ready for the eyeballs? I think it
find
should
it.
be somewhere in there.
Okay. We're gonna find it. I'm on a scavenger hunt for eyeballs.
I think that's that.
Oh, this is them.
They cut it, and then it's also fatty. Yan ba? They cut it so it's with the meat and the fat together.
Yeah, the eyeballs are just like very, like a little hint of like fat and then kind of like
Gelatinous,
chewy.
yeah.
Gelatinous, yeah. Oh yeah, I found another of the eyeballs.
Imagine it's so hot and we're having hot soup.
This is very iconic for Filipino food, having the bone marrow. And so does anyone know where this actually originated? I know it's everywhere in the Philippines, but...
It's everywhere, and then it's of course Chinese inspired.
Oh, okay.
The bone marrow wasn't a thing like for the longest time. It's just, I think, like pre-pandemic, it just became it. Back then, it was still exotic to see like an entire bone marrow.
Oh, really?
And then it became a trend, and then now you see it even on the streets. Because back then they would only use it on like restaurants, like it's a high-end thing. And then it just became more accessible to a lot of people, and now even on the streets you see them serving bone marrow.
Yeah.
But like historically we usually like did not have this when I was a kid. When I was a kid, when you were going to have mami, it's just the beef, some of the organs of the beef or the pork, and egg.
Yeah.
But now they're getting wilder and wilder when they do their overload stuff. And the latest addition that everybody loves is the bone marrow. And it gets as big as that
Wow.
according to like how much you want to spend and how much you want to eat.
So overload is like a way of saying it's just a very big portion.
Yeah, of everything.
They could just say American size. American size is always a big portion, you know?
Yeah, not just the size, but the amount of toppings that they put on it. Because sometimes there's also chicharon. There's chicharon and chicharon bulaklak are kind of different. So they put some of that, and then there's chunks of pork in there too. They have their own different definitions of overload because they have different toppings that they want to put on top of it.
I just love this style of the Filipino cooking. Like it's just kind of really mom and pop shop. You know, they've got their own broth. You know, next door they probably have a different broth.
Yeah.
This place has got their own kind of like umami, beefy broth. And it's just really interesting to try different ones.
And it's highly customizable.
Yeah.
Some people like their broths a little bit sweeter, some people don't. So it depends on like what province you go to, and the household actually, if they have their own preferences, they can do their own spin on it.
And so is it common even for a household to be making a bone marrow soup at home like this?
Yeah, but that's called bulalo.
Bulalo.
When you do it at home, just with the bone marrow and the beef and vegetables, it's called bulalo. But it's almost, the components are almost the same, but the execution is different.
What is your favorite kind of bone marrow dish? I know that this is the noodles one, but like there's a lot of other ones. Some people put it on toast. some people put it on like other things, like maybe put it on a sandwich.
Putting it on toast is not a very Filipino thing to do,
Okay.
but it's actually really good. Some people do compound butter using bone marrow, and that's the most like sinful way. I think you also have to have it in moderation, but it's really good.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, they have Chinatowns everywhere, but this is where we have a Korean town. And when you get there, it's a lot of like authentic Korean restaurants. Actual Korean guys own it and cook the food. And it also has their KTV culture on it. It more of like started because a lot of Korean people would go to the Philippines to study English. And then like eventually, like some of them would stay for long and would like put up their restaurants, and people loved it. And now it's normal for Filipinos to eat Korean food like once or twice every week. It's normal for us to do Sunday lunches with our family over Korean barbecue. That's how much the influence has trickled down to our culture.
Did the Koreans actually like come here after all the Joes left? All
After,
the Joes?
way after.
Okay, years after Mount Pinatubo erupted.
After that, true. I was like 3 months old when
wow.
that happened.
That was a big disaster. They lost the base contract. They were gonna be signing on for another, 10 years for the base. But then Mount Pinatubo exploded and destroyed the whole base. And then they, are not opening up the base again. It was basically an American town, like this whole.
Back then, that's
back in
true.
Pampanga was like really American. Everyone says to me, "Hey Joe, hey Joe."
Oh yeah, because of the GI Joes.
Yeah.
And that just became like how they call white people in general.
Yeah.
In here.
And so I find that, now I know that it's because of the Navy.
Did you know that our first ever teachers were actually American soldiers?
Okay.
So we didn't have any schools because back then we were under the Spanish, era. And it wasn't encouraged for Filipinos to actually learn stuff so that they wouldn't know how to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So when the Americans came, they started to teach us stuff, but we don't have any books. So the only thing they could teach us is American art, American history, American language, which is why when we started going to school, it's American education that we got. That is also why we are more inclined to, it's easier for us to learn American culture than others.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, just like seeing the American culture inside the Philippines. I don't even think that Filipinos even understand how Americanized they are. Like,
out of all the Southeast Asians,
out of all the Southeast Asia region, Thailand is very westernized, but
not as
Philippines
much,
is very Americanized. And,
very much.
And it's just
our names, some of them don't believe that our names are actually more of Western names and Spanish last names.
Yeah.
That's how our names sound like. It doesn't sound like the usual Oriental Asian names.
Like Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo.
Ramirez,
and your name is like, my dad's name is Roy, my mom is Grace, my name is Christine, my brother is John.
Yeah.
He's from California. He used to be, he worked at a cruise ship before.
So nice to meet you. My name is Bert. Good to meet you. And so how long have you been making hamburgers for?
Oh, this is I think 2 years already.
Oh, 2 years, okay. So you're fresh on making the burgers. What's your favorite burger out of all the fast food chains, like American or other Western chains?
To be honest with you, my favorite is the In-N-Out burger.
Ooh.
Yeah, In-N-Out is really good too.
It's number one.
Yeah, so you went to California and tried the In-N-Out burger.
Yes, I've been there before.
Oh, wow.
And the other one is the Johnny Rocket.
Oh, Johnny Rocket is good too, yeah. I like Five Guys, and I also love In-N-Out Burger. I mean, those are amazing burger spots that are common in America.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about for you? What's your favorite burger?
I've learned to like smaller business burgers, those that are not brand names.
Yeah.
Because they don't focus on mass production, but actually the quality. I go for the local business owners, not the brand names.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, yeah, so what's your specialty burger?
This one, our specialty is the double decker.
Oh, double
and
decker.
also the deluxe burger.
Yeah.
This is a Del Monte hot sauce. Is that good? Is that a common
good.
hot sauce
Yeah.
in the Philippines?
And it comes with a ketchup packet too.
Yeah, so we got Del Monte hot sauce, we've got Tabasco, and ketchup. Is this banana ketchup though, or is
No,
it?
it's tomato.
Oh, okay. But I'm gonna throw on some of this hot sauce. That's how I roll. Throw on the hot sauce
That's
first.
a lot. It's a smashed burger.
Yeah, it's a smashed double-decker burger. They threw a lot of their relish on there.
Yeah,
and
cheese, tomato,
mayonnaise.
sauce.
Looks absolutely amazing. I'm gonna try it.
I mean, I can't lie. This is really good.
Yeah. My
I mean,
burger-
imagine the price point is just 119.
Yeah, like $2. The burger sometimes slides around.
Yeah.
Like if it's too lubricated, the burger is just kind of sliding.
The other day, someone sent me like a hate comment saying that this wasn't good enough for them. But I'm like, yeah, if probably you're gonna compare it to an 800 peso burger, that's a different criteria. But for a 119 peso burger, that's as good as you can get.
This is a very traditional Filipino street burger. You have the cucumber on it. That tells me it's Filipino.
It's Filipino. Oh yeah, really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like you typically don't have like
Cucumbers.
cucumber on your burgers, but I love the cucumber. I'm a big fan of cucumber, but I would say though, yeah, no, Filipino burgers are legit. Like they're really good. And you can go and have a 50 cent, a 30 cent, a 25-cent burger. They got all of the different price points out there for you.
They also have a chicken burger.
Oh wow.
And the chicken is really, like, it's huge.
It looks amazing.
It's huge, and it's how much? 129.
Oh, I love boba. So this is the
Milk tea.
melon one.
Winter melon.
I'm excited for round 2, for real.
Yeah, me too, but we're gonna have to get ready for it because we did a lot today. We tried a lot of stuff, and it was so hot. There was a lot of people, but it was fun.
So what was your favorite thing today?
My favorite thing was the bone marrow.
But yeah, no, I just loved all that stuff, especially the chicken head, actually. I was surprised. The chicken head wasn't weird at all. It just, the crunch, you chomp down on it and it's just a nice crunch.
Yeah, like if you're not looking at it, you won't even think it's the head of a chicken.
In America, actually, they sue, like KFC, if there is a chicken head found inside of the food, they'll sue them for like $1 million or something. They'll try to get it like $1 million. So we ate chicken head for free.
But in here, we want to eat it. It's good. If you know what to do with it, it's gonna be really good.
I like the chicken head a lot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And we got the Pampanga expert right here.
Yeah, my name is Christine from Kabalan Foodie, and if you guys want to know more about the culinary capital of the Philippines, that's Pampanga. You can look it up.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining me, Christine.
Thank you.